Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a very special guest today. Look who finally made it, Alicia.
Hi, finally I did it. Nice to meet you. I'm really so excited to be here and yeah, let's do this.
Finally, we planned this, a few months ago, and we kept canceling. A lot of things came in the way. I know I mentioned I'd upload every week, but we finally did it, and we're going to try to be more consistent from now on. So thanks for finally making it. And why don't you tell them a little bit about why all these cancellations?
Yeah, well, guys, I was in bad relationship. I was with a narcissist, but right now I'm single. I'm soltera.
Soy soltera y hago lo que quiero.
Well, finally we get to live a little single lifestyle.
Honey, but you're not single.
Oh yeah, well you get to. Just make sure the next one's not a crazy narcissist.
Of course not.
Because that's who she was living with for the past, year and a half?
Yeah, year and a half. Damn it. It was a long time.
Time flies. But, I decided, how about this, for this podcast, we talk about dealing with a crazy narcissist. It might be helpful to people watching. Why don't you tell them, how did you meet this person?
Well, I met him on Facebook date. Lo conocí on Facebook date. Yeah, it wasn't good. And then he combines me to, you combines me to date with him, you know?
Here's the thing, when I first met him, he seemed really nice, honest, charming, and a lot of the times the narcissist will appear to be, the best person ever within, like, the first few times you meet them. You gotta get to know them, and after time, they show their true colors, because no one can, act for 24/7. But they say it normally takes around 3 months, depending on how much time you spend with them, for their true colors to come out. And in this case, it came out.
Yes, definitely. And I remember that, yeah, in the beginning he was gentleman. He asked me to be his girlfriend 3 times. The last time it was really serious. We went to the park with fairy tales, and I said like, damn it, I had to respond to him, you know. And I said like, okay, and I said yeah. Less than 1 month together, he pushed me to live together, but I wasn't ready, you know. But
it's a red flag, a huge red flag,
I
if
know.
they push you into doing something you don't want to do.
Yeah, and yeah, we lived together, and then the nightmare started. Yeah, it was really a complicated situation. He's bipolar. He has really big ego. He's really empty inside, so he humiliates a lot of people around me, you know,
just to feel better about themselves. A narcissist will embarrass you and put you down to feel better about themselves. They always want, power or authority over you, and I feel like that's what was going on here.
Yeah, definitely. I was with friends. He's not agree with my friends, you know. And
did he ever have a problem with me?
Yeah, with everybody. So I lost friends.
What did he say about me?
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, right. What was his argument here, or his complaint about your friends?
I don't remember, honestly, but he always sees something bad about the people that was around me, you know. I lost a lot of people there, and I was kind of alone, you know, because it was his goal to be alone and just depend on him, you know.
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys do. They just try to isolate you from everyone you love, and they just want, they just want you to depend on them. And, I'm just glad that you're out of that situation right now, because it's very toxic.
It was really toxic. I remember one day, I'm gonna tell you. I remember one day, we were hanging out with friends. He has, he had, because they are not friends anymore, like a brother, and I was with a friend, and his brother and my friend want to be together, you know, and I was in my car with my friend, and he came, my ex-boyfriend came, and everybody thought like he's gonna hit me, and his brother put it in the front to protect me, you know, and he told me, leave with my friends, leave, I'm gonna, you know, and they tried to fight. At that time, it was like, wait, it was the first time that I saw him like that, and yeah, I was
so he almost hit you that day. You never told me about this situation, like, Why is he that violent? Or
Yeah, I told you because the same day I went to your place and I stayed in your place. Remember that?
oh, that was the day you slept over. You said you got into a fight. You didn't tell me that he almost hit you that day.
Yeah.
But that's really toxic. It's really, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't understand why it would reach that level for him to want to physically abuse you. But I know you had abuse with emotional, verbal abuse, all of that. Do you want to maybe talk about that?
Yeah, and when I remember that I slept in your place, then I said, okay, I'm gonna bring my stuff there to your place. When I come back, he was there, everybody, because we were not living alone, and everybody was looking at me like, are you okay, you know? And then they left. We were talking about, he didn't say sorry, but he
Oh
told
yeah,
me,
they don't apologize.
yeah, he
There's
didn't say
another
sorry.
big thing. They always blame it on you, like, oh, this is your fault. I acted this way because I reacted to how what you did or to what you said. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, there is no reason for a guy to hit a girl. Maybe if it's for self-defense, if she's hitting him first and he needs to defend himself, but for him to go all crazy like that, there's no excuse for that, really.
Yeah, and I remember that I was in the bathroom, you know, taking my stuff, and he said, "Oh, look at you. I feel sorry for you. Stay." And I was like, "Eh?"
Like, feel sorry for yourself, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, "Eh?" And he said, and he hugged me. It was like, "Damn it, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay there." Stupidly, but I stay there, you know,
But let me ask, why did you stay with them all this time?
because it was, you know, the in the beginning he was really nice. It was the guy that I was looking for. You know, I like guys ambitious, you know, protective. And when I fell in love, and he noticed that when I fell in love, he changed completely. He changed.
Once he had you in his fist, he thought he could do whatever, and it just really got to his head.
Yeah. So yeah, it was that, and I lost a lot of friends. I remember one day, uh, that he had really rude, and he made me cry, and I was calling my mom because it was too much for me, and he was laughing at that. And then he told me, oh, look at you're begging me 3 weeks to be together, or well, my ex begging me 3 months. And I was like, and what, you know? But yeah, he was like that. He was a really big ego. It was a lot of bad experience. I forgot him a lot of situations,
You
you know?
forgave him a lot, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know,
But what's something you learned from that experience?
a lot of things. You have to love yourself before. You have to put yourself first.
Always put yourself first. That's a good one. Another one, I would say from viewing this, you gotta leave ASAP. Do not stay with them and wait for them to abuse you more. Because with her, I kept saying, pack your shit, come to my place. You can stay there until you find your own crib. Just, like isolate yourself from that situation. Don't just stay there and wait for them to like mentally abuse you more. Because she was living with this person, and every day he would talk shit to her, and I would be on the phone with her and listening to them fight. It was a crazy situation, and I kept saying, just pack your shit, come with me. She wouldn't do it. She held off on it for months till what, a month ago you finally did it.
Yeah, I didn't move out before because I thought that he's gonna change. He's gonna be the person that I fall in love, you know? But no, because that person doesn't exist. The real person is the guy that I was living a couple months ago, you know? And the decision that makes me to move with you is because before we were planning to have a family together. He was focused in his job. I was focused in open my company, you know, my own company. We were okay, so we moved together. We have an apartment. He was working in his goals, I was working in my goals, and said like, okay, we are planning to have a family next year. So we were okay, but then I got pregnant. And I remember that he told me, right now, I have a lot of things because he's into cars, really into cars. And he told me, like, I changed my mind. I don't want kids right now. And is you have to choose. It's me without that baby, or is the baby without me? And I remember that I was working at that time in 2 jobs. I wake up around 5 a.m. and my schedule was 6 to 3, and the other it was around 3:30 to 12. So I didn't have time for anything.
You were working like 18 hours a day.
Yes.
But
yes.
That was a crazy shift. And
yeah, and he didn't help me. I passed everything alone. I lost the baby, and I remember that I was going to the clinic to check if everything is okay. And he was texting me that he wants to break up with me, and I told him like, guy, bro, I'm going to the clinic to see because I lost the baby, and you're telling me now that you want to break up with me, and you were not here with me, supposed to be, but no, he wasn't.
Yeah, my heart goes out to all women who go through abortions or lose a child or a miscarriage, because it's very hard to lose a baby.
It was. I had a depression, and I didn't have patience, so I told with him and say, can you what? Right now I have depression. Be patient with me. This is not good for me, and I'm trying to. And he said, yeah, but he didn't understand. He didn't understand, and the last thing and the worst thing for me, it was one of them. It was that, and the other is that I was working, and he texted me that he wants to break up with me again, and I told him like I'm working right now, I'm working, and he didn't care, and he broke up with me, and then 5 minutes later my mom called me, some family died, so for me I wasn't in the mood, and I remember that I was with depression at home. Felipe was really, really worried about me, and he spoke with my ex-boyfriend, and my ex-boyfriend came to the room, and he told me, I don't care if you're alive or if you're dead. If you wanna die, you can do it in a year when we are not living together anymore.
Oh, so he told you if you're gonna kill yourself, at least wait for a year till your lease is done?
Yeah.
Because the apartment's under your name.
Yes.
What an asshole.
Yeah, so for me it was like, damn it. And he was the guy that I was thinking to be, to have a family.
Your
and it was
future
like,
husband.
Yeah, and it was like, no way.
But you know what? I hold you accountable in a lot of these scenarios, because you could have easily left. You chose not to. And you guys got to understand, when there's a relationship, it takes two people to make a relationship work and one to make it break. So the fact that, like, don't get me wrong, my heart goes out to victims and everything, but at some point in time, you got to be able to leave. And I know with you, there was an issue with finances, because obviously he was helping you a lot with money at the time.
Yeah.
So it was hard for you to leave.
Yeah, it's not just that. It's because I put it that in an excuse. But honestly, it's because I thought that he's gonna change, and at the same time, he put me in my mind that I deserve that, because he say always, actions has reactions.
Yes.
So sometimes I complain about his car, because honestly, if you're staying more than 8 hours, because sometimes he left the house around 8 a.m. If he come back 3 a.m. the next day, I'm gonna complain about that,
Exactly.
because I don't know anything about him, if he's okay, whatever he's doing, and I always complain about that, because the relationship is communication. If he doesn't communicate what he's gonna do, or he's gonna stay for the next day, I was worried.
Exactly, at least give you a heads up.
Yeah, and then he said like, no, this is my reaction. I did this for the reaction because you're complaining. It was like,
Yeah.
And I thought, at that time, that I deserved that. So for that reason, I said like, no, he's right, He's right, I deserve this. It was my fault.
Exactly, like I said, I hold you accountable to a certain extent, but obviously he was the person to be blamed the most here. But just to wrap this up, how about we tell them What advice would you give to people who are in this situation?
Well, you have to mm, know very well the person before move, and you have to put it first, you know.
Put yourself first, yeah.
Yes, because if you don't love yourself, you're not gonna love anyone else. And at the same time, if someone comes to your life and he doesn't love you as you love yourself, you don't deserve that, you know. You deserve something better. And yeah.
Exactly. I would say the advice I would give them, leave as fast as you can. Because, like I said, she says, she told me for months, oh, I need to stay with him because he pays for this and that, and he pays for the apartment. But I offered her my apartment for free, which she didn't accept for a while. But also now she realizes that the finance and everything was an excuse. She was manipulated into thinking she deserves this and that she deserves less and that it's her fault. So obviously recognize that, recognize all red flags, leave when things get when it's that toxic to the point where somebody he told you what to commit suicide in a year if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been a flag or a sign right away that you should have just packed your stuff and left.
Yeah, true. Well, I did it. So.
Well, you finally
Too
did,
late,
so better late than never. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and you're definitely going to see her a lot more now on this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe.